if you guys want to talk, we can, or you just drop any message that you want in the chat, and then we'll reply to it as soon as possible. If you need us to go slower, need us to go faster, let's do this. All right, so today we are here to talk about how to lose 3 to 5% weight in 21 days. Ron, is it really possible?
Talking about this, right? You need to really experience yourself, I would say. Like, first of all, that maybe I would like to ask that how many of you have tried your own weight loss methods? And okay, let's not talk about whether it works or not. How many of you have tried to do weight loss? I think everyone has done before, I believe.
If you try, maybe you can write in the chat lah. Try, you write like TRY, so we know you have.
Yeah,
fail or not, that's not a problem. At least you try. At least you try, and then you do or do not. Yeah, there is no try. Yeah, a lot of people got try
yes,
already.
Do or do not. Yes, correct. Yes, right. Yeah, then the next thing will be how long have you tried to do that, right? Because some of us, right, when we do the dieting, right, maybe we'll do like 1 month, not enough because didn't lose much, and then 2 months, 3 months, and after that it's like forever, never ending. And after that, whenever people ask you why you don't eat one, I'm on diet. You're always on diet. Okay,
right.
So
like
and
it's
that is our
dieting. It's like where you keep
exactly.
dieting like forever. Like when's the last time you had a nut? 2017.
Yeah, it's sometimes you might even say that I 戒掉了. It's like you already not eating that anymore. It's like, how come? Okay, so the idea of us talking about this 3 to 5% in 21 days is because it's really workable when you do all the right things in one go, 21 days.
All right.
And we have already, not to say actually many rounds. I think more than 10 rounds. I lost count. I don't know how many rounds, but every round we will have a lot of results. I mean, a lot of good results coming out, Sean.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? We have the good results, and sooner or later they can be your good results as well. So you just need to stay tuned. All right.
Yes.
So let's talk about why some of the I forbidden eat my Maggi mee goreng.
For 1 year, all right. That's why I'm saying like you have been diet for 1 year.
Just like a bad breakup, It's like how you break up with your ex already, and then you guys don't talk, you don't even see the fella anymore. All right.
Yes.
But don't worry. Just like a toxic ex, you can always get back to your favorite Maggi goreng when you learn the principles. All right. Let's start with some excuses why people say they cannot lose weight. Number one, weight is not my fault. Number two, these are just some of the common ones, right? If any of these like ring a bell, like they strike a chord with you, if you think these are some of the excuses you give also, maybe just drop us a like that so we know. The second one is our enemy is too strong. You go wherever in Malaysia also, right? Also you will find good food. All right, so Chinese, Indian, Malay, Thai food, whatever food you want, you can also get it here, and it tastes so good. So that is another reason why it's difficult to lose weight. The desire is there. It's like the food is like, oh, come eat me, come eat me, and then you can't tahan it, so you come eat the food. All right. Next one, what is it? Just a bit mindset. This just a bit mindset means that you feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna have a bit, right? Like 1 scoop of ice cream is just a bit, 1 bite of a donut, just a bit. And you know what they say in Malay, sikit-sikit, lama-lama, jadi bukit. Next one, my mother cook already. So if you stay with your parents, like us, sometimes your mom will take the liberty to make you good food, or sometimes your upline's mother will take the liberty to make you amazing tong sui, and then you have to say, hey, my mom cooked already, how to not eat? Next, Ron, what was this? So,
and this thing comes also, my friend asked me to eat, is hey, because we are not living alone, right? So you always have this, this is a very normal excuse, like whenever you want to go diet, your friend will come and talk, hey, tomorrow on the steamboat, I'm on diet. Then friend will tell that, on diet what lah? I mean, eat one steamboat night, one night steamboat, doesn't matter one, won't die one. So it's like, exactly. If I ask you to eat, then you go.
So the best way to not gain weight is to not have friends.
Yes, stay alone. Then the food is going to expire. This is very classic as well. Like, I have a friend, he actually taking, what do you call that? A chocolate. When he take the whole bar, I said, very, very shocking. Like, hey, why you take the whole bar? And he said, expiry date is actually last week. So I want to, okay, not going to expire, it's actually expired for 1 week. So he said, don't waste, finish it, the whole bar. Okay. So that's the thing. You have experience
That's
there, I'm
crazy.
not
Hey,
sure.
but what else we have? We have the I know, which is, I know how to do it, but I just haven't got the time to do it yet, or I don't really feel like doing it yet. But when I want to, I can one. Right? That's another mindset thing. People say, I know I can lose weight. I just need to try. I just need to go jogging. I just need to eat less, right? Yeah, I know mindset. And
yes. And then there's this thing, I'm like that one lah. Like they forever won't change because you will always say, I have no hope already one. I'm already like this. Cannot wanna. Always like that. Always have this.
that's like the final stage of grief where at first you say like, no, I'm not fat. That's the denial. And you get angry, why am I fat? Then
You already accepted that you are like that.
Acceptance. It's like, you know what? I'm fat. Let me just pop another can of Coke and continue on my journey, right? I don't think I can lose weight. It's impossible. But we're here to tell you that that is not the case. You can always, right? And I have no choice. Like you always got a choice, right? As long as you're alive, you have a choice. So we are saying, don't give yourself an excuse or anymore, or don't let other people give you excuses to why you can't lose weight. So let's just look at, I heard a very seductive okay.
Oh, that's not for me.
I don't know who said the but I heard it and I like it. All right. So let's have a look at this calorie equation. What does it mean? What does this seesaw mean?
So this calorie equation basically is very, very I would say it's a very basic thing for you to track and see whether why have you gained weight or why have you lose weight. The reason of you gaining weight or losing weight is totally not because of any other thing, but when it will always trace back to this calorie counting. Okay. So when you look at the middle one, So what happens when what happens in order for you to have stable body weight? So you need to have calorie input and calorie output equivalent. So which means whatever you eat, you also give out. Not to say I go in the toilet and give out, but you burns out. Okay, burns out the calorie. Okay, so the one your body weight will maintain. But what happens when one of it is actually out balance? Like for example, the left one, when calorie input is more than our calorie output activity, then we have weight loss. Sorry, I mean like for weight loss, right? So which means you eat lesser than your output. So when your calorie input is lesser than calorie output, which means you work out more or you sweat out more, you burn out more calories, then you have weight loss. But if you eat more compared to you burning out more, which means you burn out lesser, so you have weight gain. That's the thing. That's a very simple equation only. Whatever comes in must go out, we say. So if whatever comes in never goes out, then you gain that inside. Or whatever comes in, you use the going out one to take it out a lot, then you lose weight. So this is a very basic equation only.
So that's
whether
the
you gain weight or lose weight? Yes.
Yeah. So that's the basics of it, and I'm sure some people here may already know this, but we are not here today to teach you the basics. We're here to show you how you can apply the basics to ensure that you reach this stage where your food calories is less than your activity calories, so that you can lose weight in a fun fashion. All right. Oops, let me just remove all the annotations. But in the meantime, I'm sure some people have seen this before, right? They have tried different types of, oh my Lord, what is happening? I'm still annotating. All right, let me just remove all the annotations real quick. All right, perfect. Yes. And yeah, some people have tried many types of diet. I'm sure you guys can remember some, right? If you have tried any, just let us know in the comments. Just type down what kind of diet you have tried. So some is like keto, where you eat like a lot of fat, you put some butter in your coffee. Intermittent fasting, you starve yourself until like 3-4 p.m. only you take your first meal. Paleo. It gets worse and worse down the list. Like you eat like raw nuts only. I like raw nuts in my mouth, but not this sort of raw nuts. Sometimes like low fat, Weight Watchers, sugar free, intense exercise. A lot of different types of ways to try to lose fat. But at the end of the day, remember the seesaw. All it does is make sure that what you eat is less than what you burn. So now comes the question: what do I need to eat? right? What do I need to eat? And there is this very special Venn diagram. Yes, welcome back to SPM at Maths. This is the Venn diagram. A Venn diagram of what you should eat, right? Foods that are good for you, all right? So as you can see, there is a perfect Venn diagram of foods that are nutritious and low calorie. Fast meaning they actually can arrive on your plate and you can makan very fast, and budget friendly, all right? Because not everybody is a billionaire. And there's this question in the center. Later, we're going to go through what we think is the #1 food that goes inside this question. But in the meantime, let's do an experiment, all right? Let's do an experiment.
Right.
We are going to order some of the common lunches that people have in Malaysia, all right? So if we look at this fast and budget friendly, all right? Fast and budget friendly, the #1 thing that comes to mind is McDonald's, all right? So let's just order a McDonald's. Ron, can you order a McDonald's? So, and we're going to see how much it costs, how many nutrients are in the McDonald's, and lastly, how fast it can appear on your plate. All right. So Ron's ordering a McDonald's. We can order something else. Let's go for nutritious and low calorie.
Yeah.
As well as fast. All right. Let's go for nutritious and low calorie as well as fast. So I'm gonna order from Grab. All right. You guys can see my Grab right here. I'm gonna order some salad from this whatever place lah. We're gonna order a salad. All right. So we order salad atelier. All right. So we go order this salad and we see how long it takes. And the last one that we think hits all the criteria is this baby right here. All right. And I'm gonna make it and we see how long it takes later. All right. We're gonna see how long this takes later as well as the other benefits. But now let's go into the main topic on the 4 B's of weight loss and why and what kind of nutrients your food should contain. Remember just now on the top, we said nutritious and low calorie. This is where we go about what is defined as nutritious for us, all right? And foods that are nutritious have to contain these 4 B's, all right? The first B is build, all right? So building muscle or at least maintaining the muscle, gaining if you like, while you are losing weight, all right? So Ron, would you like to talk about building?
Oh yeah, so building. So you need to really build your muscle. Is because why? Because muscle is the thing that actually, we call that the machine that actually burns your calorie. You know, so when you see this picture over here, right? You know, on the left one is actually a muscle and on the right one is the fat. Why are we showing this? Because I want to let you compare. This is the size, size difference of the same mass, which is the same mass, same weight of both. Okay, so it's like 1 pound of muscle and 1 pound of fat. Okay, you can see the size of the fat is actually a lot bigger. So just want to bring to attention to certain people. Okay, have you seen people with same weight but different sizes? Like for example, if a person with 65 kg, and you see another 65 kg person, but maybe the first one is very slim, and the second one can be very fat and very plumpy. Yeah, correct, right? And the reason being is because the one that is being very slim, most of the body weight is made out of muscle. So the person has a lot of muscle and very little fat. But the second person has actually a lot of fat a lot of fat, and that is why he or she looks plumpy, because right, the same weight of fat actually gives more size. So now you can see people start to look at people around you, same weight but different sizes one. So that is why very important for us to know that hey, muscle is the thing that we want to keep. So now girls, now today 3八妇女节 today 3/8 for Girls Day. I just want to tell you this very important thing. Don't ever look bothered by number, but by kg. Because why? Because the kg is not as important. Yes, exactly. Because what you want to see is more. Yes, exactly. You want to see more like
actually compared to what you see on the scale, because some people are like 50 kilo or like 40 kilo, but you look at them, they don't really look healthy. They look very bloated. They look like a balloon.
Yes. Correct. So you need to increase your muscle.
So what is the main ingredient in build? You may ask. Ron, let's show them why we need protein to build.
Okay, so we need protein to build muscle because it's a main ingredient. Okay, protein. Okay, so we need to really build our lean muscle, so that it looks lean, looks slim, and helps to improve your metabolism. Okay, and also improves our muscle strength. Protein is very important to improve our muscle strength. Okay, and as well as to maintain muscle mass during weight loss. Okay, that's very important. When we do weight loss, you don't want to lose your muscle mass, because when we do the wrong way, you might lose your muscle mass. So you might see that your weight goes down, but hey, your muscle mass actually drops. But that will happen. That is what happens when after you lose weight, right? Your weight bounce back because you have lost too much muscle. Okay, that's not what we want. So we need to take protein to maintain muscle mass, and also to enhance the thermogenesis effect, which is in our body, the metabolism thing. Need to enhance it. Okay, so protein is very, very important in maintaining. Yeah. And then how much protein you need every day. So you can look at this chart, right? So for a person, if you want to lose weight, okay, we talk about lose weight now. Okay. So for a person which is very active, we not to say very active, we say like active means you have moderate activity in a day, other than you sitting there on the chair doing your work. Other than that, okay, so you still have things to do, like you do house chores, you walk around, and you go and fetch your kids, you go and take care of your kids, blah blah blah. If you have family, then even a lot of things you do. So we say on average, people with activity like this, okay, if you want to lose weight, you look at the active column. Okay, for maintenance, you need to have 1.4 to 1.6. What is this number? This number is, you need to use it to multiply by your body weight in kilogram. Multiply your body weight in kilogram. Okay, so for example, take your own body weight now. Okay, you don't need to mention here. Take your own body weight. You go and type or 1.5 or 1.6. Choose any number.
Right.
Okay, 1.4 to 1.6, choose number, and then you times it. Then you look at that number. The result is actually the number of gram of protein you need per day.
So example, if we could give an example, if let's say I'm 100 kilos and I am a very active person, all right, and I try to maintain my weight, I need 100 times 1.6, which is 160 grams of protein to ensure good steady weight loss and maintenance of my muscles at the same time. So how do I get this 100 and amount of protein as in grams, so 160 grams of protein, right? Do not eat 160 kilos of protein. Your kidneys cannot take it, right? In fact, I'm not sure if any one of your body parts can take 160 grams of protein. So if let's say I need 160 grams of protein, how I can get that? You can look at 4 common examples we have at the top, which is meat, which is 1 palm size of meat. Everybody's palms are different. Mine may be slightly bigger. I have other body parts that may be bigger than yours as well. Your palms, 1 palm of meat is around 20 to 30 grams of protein. If you have a glass of milk, it can be 8 to 10 grams of protein. An egg is around 6 grams. And if you take things such as protein powder, that could be 16 grams of protein per serving. All right. Speaking about protein powder, hey, I have it right here. But we're going to show you how to make it. All right. I also have an egg, but it's in the fridge. I'm not going to bring it out. I don't have meat. But yeah, so if 160 grams of protein is your required intake, you could be taking 4 to 5 slices of meat a day, or what's 100, or like 16 cups of milk every day, or like 20 eggs every day. But that's not the way to go, right? So it's all about being able to fit your lifestyle with the adequate protein sources. All right.
Yep.
So let's have a look.
So yep. So that was what actually Sean having.
Right, let's have a look at some of the common examples of a build combo that we recommend personally that can help you in your journey if you're aiming to build. All right, if you think that protein is something you struggle with in your diet, look no further than the build combination. So the first thing is a body key supplement, which is like protein but slightly more nutrient dense. All right, it has protein and it's more nutrient dense, and his best friend, the protein powder. Oh my god, I'm sitting in front of a green screen, so actually it's green here, but you can't see it. It looks invisible. It's
like you have done some magic on it.
And that would be equivalent to a meal of having good meat and vegetables without, of course, without the added salts and sugars and trans fat and dan line. Oh my God, my McDonald's is here. How long did it take? It took 14 minutes, all right? 14 minutes for my McDonald's to reach here. I'll get someone to grab it at the door, all right? 14 minutes. All
okay,
right.
I'll go and grab it for you.
Hey, don't touch it, okay? I want the Diet Coke one.
Okay,
right.
okay.
Let's look at attribute number 2 of what is a nutritious meal, all right? So the first one is build. So a nutritious meal should have protein. Second one, it should be balanced, all right? What we mean by well-balanced is actually the thing about fitness versus health. Which do you think is more important? Balancing is actually for overall health, where you want to lose weight sustainably, right? Where you lose weight at a good rate and healthily, so you don't lose weight like, you know, some people, how when they get sick, they actually lose weight. So that's not what you want. You want to lose weight healthily, and everything must be under your control, right? So if you have a kink for that, it's called, it's like being dominating, you know, dominating the weight. And this is some of the nutrients that you need. If we look at the right-hand side, there is micronutrients, and that is what determines how balanced your meal is. All right, so if you have a look, how many of us are actually practicing something like this, where we are having a well-balanced meal of vegetables, protein, and whole grains? Right, let me know with fluids and healthy fats. So let me know, give me a thumbs up if you think you have this at least like 3 times a week. Sorry, at least 3 times a day. All right, give me a thumbs up. It's difficult, I know, but some people can practice it. All right, give me a thumbs up. If you are not having it 3 times a day, give me a surprise face reaction. All right, give me a surprise face. That one. All right, I will see how many people actually achieve it. I can't see the reactions from my end, surprisingly, so I'll just assume some people are having it. All right, now that is a well-balanced diet. The other component of having a well-balanced diet is actually fruits and vegetables. Yes, your mom was right. Eat your fruits and vegetables, guys. You need a minimum of 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables to be well balanced. All right, and how big is one serving? If you look at your palm again, 1 palm size is 1 serving of fruits and vegetables, you know, and fruits and vegetables are so important for you, right? Most people actually only have less than 1 serving of fruits and vegetables a day. Instead of having fruits and vegetables, they go for things like, you know, Nando's chicken, which is it's good, but it's not that good. You know, you need to have enough fruits and vegetables in a day. Some people only have like 1 serving, you know, and that is the cause of a lot of things, right? Yeah, you can start it as a new habit. Start it as a new habit, you know, and of course also have some good fat in your diet. Some sources of good fat is like some fatty fish, some olive oil, soybean oil, corn oil. These are better sources. If you look at the graph, it's the 2 rows below. Those are generally better sources of fat compared to the others, all right? So a nutritious meal must be able to build your muscles, which means it has sufficient proteins, and it must be well balanced, which means it has good fats and enough vegetables and fruits, or the nutrients, at least the nutrients from the fruits and vegetables. Now let's look at the third B, all right? Sorry, before we look at the third B, I almost jumped the gun there. I forgot my job. If you struggle with this in a day, you can consider looking towards the balance combo, all right? What is the balance combo? If you look at the baby on the left, the one that looks very colorful, right? Some of you guys might think it's candy. It's not. It's the furthest thing away from candy. It is the one and only best-selling multivitamin in the market, Nutrilite XX. So it has 12 vitamins, 9 minerals, 17 plant concentrates. If you guys can't do the math, that is a total of 38 different things together in one healthy serving, all right? And it's fast. It goes down fast because it's a tablet form. You can just have it, and that will actually replace 1 serving of fruits and vegetables, right? It's much easier than having an apple or even having any type of vegetable, all right? Of course, we're not saying don't have your vegetables. This is to help with your intake. And if you look to the right, you'll see the one and only best-selling omega-3 supplement in the market, which is the Salmon Omega Complex, all right? So how they got this salmon omega complex is basically they get a poor fisherman, to row out to sea, right? Take a spear, get the salmon, and squeeze the salmon of all the oil and put it inside a tablet just for you. And that is really good fat, and that is good for your heart. That's good for other things like your nails. That's good for your hair. Some studies even say it's good for growth in other places that you may want as well. So these are the two things that we recommend if you have trouble finding your balance in your diet. Right, let's look at the third B, which is block. Ron, over to you for blocking.
Okay, so for blocking, so talking about this, right? Other than taking in enough nutrients, sufficient nutrients, and whatever you need, you also need to block those that you don't want. We are not saying that you cannot take. We're not saying that you don't take those things, but how to actually minimize the absorption of it into your body. But I mean, in the meantime, you still take it. Okay, so these are the things that we are talking about. Ta-da! So all these are the foods. Okay.
They go into your body and it can cause some harm to your diet and all, but the main thing is how you are able to make sure that it doesn't cause as much damage, right? How you block all these nasties from entering your house. How like a mosquito netting blocks the mosquitoes from entering, right? Some people say after I eat, I'll just burn it off through exercise, and they go for a walk, they go for some Tabata class, they go for some Zumba, they go for some yoga, they go for some horizontal cardio. But there is so many more things that you can't burn, guys. If you look at it, like if you have pizza, 2 slices of pizza, you have to cycle for an hour. If you're having like nachos, you have to do Zumba for an hour. If you have a can of Coke, you need around half an hour of walking. And the list goes on, guys. The list goes on. Especially around the festive seasons, we like to have our treats like our pineapple tarts. We like our, what else? Mooncakes. We like our muruku. We like this and like that. And that equates to a lot of exercise, which most people don't have the time for. And also, your joints are not able to handle this much exercise, all right? In a few years, give it a shot. If you really want to jog so much, you're going to have like a Tobey Maguire back, right? If you don't understand the reference, watch Spider-Man 2 when he fell off the building. Okay, Ron is gone, so I'm just going to talk about blocking, all right? What do you do, right? Enjoy first, think later, exercise, compensate, or don't eat at all, right? The biggest no-brainer is don't eat at all, but what if I told you that there was another way that you can eat, but also have a way to reduce the damage, all right? It's like a shield, it's like Captain America's shield. It blocks the damage. So the 3 things that are generally able to help you block all these nasties is number 1, white bean extract, all right? Not all beans are created equal. White beans are far superior. The second thing is lecithin. And the third thing is having enough fiber. Palm size or fist size? Sorry, I missed this question. There is a difference. Yes, there's a difference. Your fist is like that. Your palm is like that. It's almost the same. All right, it's almost the same. If you want to use a fist instead of the palm, it is fine as well. It's almost the same, actually. It's interchangeable, but we like palms because they are cooler, right? Team palm. All right. So why does white beans help? All right, white beans contain this Phaseolus vulgaris extract. All right, something out of Harry Potter, and it actually serves as a natural. The keyword here is natural carb blocker, where after you have it, it will bond with the carbs and make sure your body is not able to absorb the calories from those carbs into simple sugars. So example of this would be white kidney beans and soybeans. The next baby we have here is lecithin, which is a fat emulsifier. Emulsifier is a fancy word for breaking down. All right, so it just breaks down the fat and disperses it easily, so the body can burn it off more easier. All right, so the way you can get lecithin is, of course, organ meats, red meats. Here you can look at number 2. There's a load of ways you can get your lecithin, right? Including vegetables like broccoli, soybeans, and kidney beans. Looks like soy has a lot of benefits after all, don't you think? And the last blocker we have here is fiber. Yes, guys, many people think fiber is to help things to go out. It's also to prevent things from coming in, all right? The carbohydrate you cannot say no to. How you can get fibers? are from fruits and vegetables, as well as some grains. It takes longer time to digest. It makes you feel full longer, and it ensures if some people have diabetics, it is lower in the glycemic index, so your sugar doesn't spike so rapidly. Okay, and that can reduce your sugar levels as well as your glucose metabolism. Sorry, not reduce your sugar, but stabilize it rather. And also fiber is good if you have high cholesterol. All right, so these three are the champion blockers. I was also a very good blocker back in high school. How about people who have tendency to get high uric in genetics? Should they cut down on protein? All right, that's a very good question. It depends on what is your protein source. All right, if you like all your char siu siok fan, which I also like, then that is naturally very high in uric. All right, there are also other sources of protein which are lower in uric, mainly like the plant-based ones that they tend to be lower in uric. All right, but also it depends on where you get your plant-based protein from. Okay, that was a no-brainer. But yeah, meat-based is usually higher. Sometimes you have tofu and all. It's also high in uric acid because the extraction process is not so pure, and the uric component is still there. So yeah, if you guys are suffering from things like gout, high uric acid, look towards plant-based foods that are pure, that are more pure, like chickpeas and all. Those are really good, as well as protein powders that are 100% plant-based. Yep. So let's look at our block combo. So if you struggle to be able to block the nasties from entering your body, look no further, because we have lecithin, which helps to break down your fat. We have CB+, right? CB stands for carb blocker, right? Those of you who are wondering, not the other CB that you guys may be thinking of. All right, carb blocker, which prevents carbohydrates from being digested in the body, as well as fiber. Slows your sugar, improves your blood sugar, and it keeps you fuller for longer, and also helps things to come out. That's a bonus, so you don't stay in the toilet for like more than an hour. So this is the third B, guys. Remember, later we'll have a quick quiz. Oh, my grab food is here. My salad is finally here. How long did it take? It took like half an hour, but my salad is finally here. Okay, later we'll do a comparison. So the 3Bs so far, remember, number one is build. Your food must have sufficient protein. Second one, balance. Enough fruits and vegetables. All the vitamins contained inside. 3, block. Either it doesn't contain anything nasty, or it must contain something that prevents the nasty stuff from coming in further. And the last B is burn. Right, Ron, why do people need to burn? Come, let's ask them this first.
Yep. Okay. So just ask you a quiz. So what do you think out of these 4 that burns the most calorie? First one, BMR, based metabolic rate. Second one, the exercise. The third one, non-exercise activities. And then the number 4 is digestion. Which one do you think burns most calorie in your body? Try to guess.
Thermogenesis. The thermogenesis, non-exercise activities, exercise, or BMR. What do you guys think? Zaini says digestion. Noro Huda says basal metabolic rate. Katie says, Ron, move your mic closer.
Okay.
Right. Most people are saying basal metabolic rate. Not saying who's right, who's wrong yet there. Not saying who's right, who's wrong. Yongjun says non-exercise activities need, so like cleaning your room or like walking your dog, right? Things like that. Non-exercise activities. Thinking about the past and how you cannot change it and how much you regret. That is also a non-exercise activity that burns calories. Let's see, ladies and gents, what is the correct answer? And the answer is a bit laggy. Tell me when you can see my screen. Ron can see. There we go. Yeah, the sleeping is also a non-exercise activity. But the answer is number 1. Your basal metabolic rate. That means how many calories this engine of yours called a body can burn. All right, and in fact that contributes to the most calories burned in a day, right? Example, your heart is pumping, your brain is moving, right? Your lungs need to fill up with oxygen, right? Your bowel system is moving, your digestion system is moving, your central nervous system is moving, right? 24/7, it doesn't stop, all right? And that contributes to the most calories burned, all right? So, ever notice people who cry a lot are very, very skinny, right? And non-exercise activity burns 15%. So if you see some people, they don't really exercise, but they go for very long walks in the morning, that also contributes to some weight loss. Thermic effect of food contributes to 10% of weight loss. And we'll talk about thermic effect in a moment. And exercise, surprisingly, only contributes 5% of everything, all right? So all your Tabata, all your Zumba, all your what some more, yoga lah, Pilates lah. No hate on Pilates people though. Your dancing lah, your taekwondo, all only contributes to 5% of overall weight loss. Yes, exercise has benefits, but in terms of losing weight, it only contributes to 5%. Right, as we spoke just now, that's how much calories your body burns when you're at rest, BMR. Then no need exercise there. No, you still need to exercise. We got other benefits. We can talk about it sooner, right? Exercise is good, all right? So you need to boost your metabolism. That helps with the overall weight loss, all right? So first one, to boost your metabolism, let me tell you why you need exercise. Because exercise will, in the long run, contribute to how much BMR you have, right? So like Ron said earlier, if you lift a lot of weights, you become huge. Your BMR also becomes huge, all right? Or you don't need to become huge. As long as your muscle mass increase, your BMR will increase. But it doesn't happen overnight, all right? It's not like I do some curls today, tomorrow my BMR increase. It happens gradually over time, all right? Because regular exercise equals build more muscle in the future. Number 3 is to increase your protein intake. And number 4 is foods that boost your metabolism, such as cold water, iodine, which is in your seaweed, or your betadine, but don't drink your betadine. Eating spicy food, all right? Although it doesn't come out as fun as it goes in. Drinking green tea or oolong tea, all right? Teas are really good, but remember not to add too much milk, and to balance your selenium intake. These are some nuts, all right? So having some nuts in your mouth are always good, all right, to boost your metabolism in many ways. Let's see what else we got, babies. All right, talking about green tea, boys, talking about green tea. I can talk about green tea forever because I love green tea, all right? It's like my favorite color of tea in general. But we're talking about what is inside the green tea, all right? Which is this thing that is too long to pronounce, and the scientists know that, so they're just calling it EGCG. And that has actually, research has shown that that can help you in boosting your BMR in a lot of different sources, all right? But it's most prevalent in green tea. And if we look, see here, the second one is Co-Enzyme Q10, all right? This is a very common supplement. Some of you may have heard of it before. In fact, if some of you have like cholesterol problems or high blood pressure, or you know someone with high blood pressure or generally heart things, all right, not heartbreak lah, but other like real conditions related to the heart, you'll see like doctors recommend Co-Enzyme Q10, but which brand they don't specify. Naughty. All right, so where you can find Co-Enzyme Q10, it's easiest to find it in things like heart, kidneys, lungs, and liver. Human hearts are out of the question, so let's not find it there. So you can always go for animal sources, all right, with heart, animal like chicken heart or like beef kidney or something like that. That contains high amounts of coenzyme Q10, all right? But there are also other plant-based sources. So if you're, like earlier, somebody mentioned that you have uric, all right? If you want Q10, so animal sources are not the way to go. Plants are the way forward. So Co-Enzyme Q10 really helps you guys. Let's see what we have here. If you struggle to burn, remember the Co-Enzyme Q10 can be found in supplement form. We have it derived from actually other sources such as oranges and lemons, citrus fruits that can actually replace the animal products. And also we have green tea extracts. All right, green tea extract versus drinking a lot of green tea. The difference is you cannot drink so much green tea. You can have one green tea extract every day. Why you cannot drink so much green tea? Not practical. And number two, green tea contains a lot of other things, not just that EGCG component like we mentioned earlier. In fact, if you look at the tiny ass table that I put at the bottom there, you'll notice that there is a huge difference between participants who did have their green tea extract and did not have their green tea extract. Fascinating, ain't it? And the difference was by a staggering 14%. You know, everything do the same except one got green tea, one other green tea. The fella with the green tea, somehow green tea extract somehow managed to reduce more than the fella without the green tea extract. So remember the 4 B's. Number one, so far, number one, it has to build muscle, sufficient protein. Number two, balance, sufficient vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. Number three, block, which means it has to prevent damage or it has no damage to begin with. And number four, burn, which helps you to boost your BMR, right? So those are the 4 B's of weight loss. Can everyone remember it? All right. So I will just challenge everyone to write down the 4 B's in the chat below. All right. Now, I give you a head start. There's already burn here. What are the other 3 B's? Write it down in the chat. Let's see who's the fastest. There is no prize, except you can boost your ego by saying like, I was the fastest that day in the QHouse. So let's see who is the fastest. We have a video about green tea here, but we have other better things to do than watch videos about green tea. All right, let's see, boys and girls. All right, no, nobody's replying me so far. Never mind. Later, if you struggle to understand, we can always go through it again. So, Ron, remember at the start we had our challenge to see what are the perfect foods.
Yes.
All right. So how long did your McDonald's take? Let's amend this graph in real time. How long did your McDonald's take?
Okay, so talking about McDonald's, it's actually very
be
fast.
Delivered.
In fact, if you go drive through, right, you can get it very quickly like this. Ta-da!
How many minutes?
Basically, if you have
how many minutes did it take, Ron? How many minutes?
Basically, if there's no queue, then you actually just take maybe 5 minutes, done. They just go one round, take your order.
5 minutes.
And then
all right, 5 minutes.
Yes. 5 minutes. Yeah.
How about
very
your
quickly.
salad? How about your boring ass salad? How long did it take?
The salad is also considered quick, but it's not as quick as McDonald's. McDonald's was like 5 minutes. The salad, I think I waited for about 10 to 15 minutes, but still considered very quick. 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes. All right, 10 to 15 minutes to get a bunch of vegetables combined together. You don't even need to cook the vegetables, right? How much do you spend for the McDonald's? How much do you spend on the McDonald's?
For McDonald's, it's actually very cheap. It was about 12 ringgit 50 cents, and you can get a wholesome meal. You get a burger, a lot of meat, veggie inside, and have carbs. And then you have a pack of fries, and as well as Coke. They don't have Coke Zero apparently. Oh, very sad. So I took the original Coke.
12 ringgit for, so it's 12 ringgit for fries, a burger, and Coke, right?
Yes.
All right. How much did the salad cost you? How much did the salad cost you?
The salad cost about, I would say 25.
25 ringgit.
Yes,
25 ringgit for a bunch of vegetables.
A bunch of vegetables, and I purposely ordered some chicken breast.
Okay, so some chicken breast inside the salad, but
so
just a bit, right? Like 3 pieces only. Sikit ni chicken breast.
I think this one got 1 palm size.
1 palm size, 1 palm size. Okay. So we will amend this slightly. Okay, guys. So if you look at the comparison, remember how we said the food must be nutritious, the food must be fast, and the food must be budget friendly, all right? If we look at McDonald's, right? Is it nutritious? And then again, when we look at nutrition, we talk about the 4 B's, right? Yes, it can build because there's a piece of meat, all right? There's a piece of meat inside the burger, all right? There's a piece of meat. So there is sufficient protein, all right? That's great. So far, McDonald's passed our first checklist, and it's cheap and it's fast, all right? So far, so good for McDonald's. But can it block? Ron, Can it block
No.
bad calories, or does it have a lot of trans fat?
It has a lot of trans fat, a lot
Right.
of
It doesn't
carbs.
block anything.
Doesn't block. The
Right.
one
A
we
lot
talked
of
about just now,
simple
you need some
carbs.
fiber. Yeah, fiber. It only has a few, I
No
think
fiber.
few pieces of lettuce, and I think I ordered double beef burger. So you have one slice of tomato.
2 pieces of lettuce.
Yeah, 2 pieces of lettuce and
All
1 piece
right.
of tomato.
2 pieces of
then-
lettuce. All right. Cannot lah. It cannot block lah. Look at it.
No.
Full of oil, simple sugar.
Yes. Not only it doesn't block, it gives you all those things.
It gives you the nasty. So I'm just gonna put an extra.
Okay.
Oh dear
go.
Lord. I'm just gonna put a few extra X's at the back. Balance. Is it a well-balanced meal?
Okay. They
You
always
tell
say,
me.
it's a balanced
It's
meal,
not.
Okay, let's see. Okay, just now Sean was mentioning you need to have carbs. Okay, it has a lot of carbs. Fat,
Yeah,
there's a lot of fat, bad fat, and protein. Okay, it has
Some protein.
some protein, yes, and fiber. Okay, a little bit, 2 pieces of lettuce, and vitamins and minerals. Okay, I don't really know how to count
Nothing
on that.
lah, huh?
Nothing
No
there.
vitamins, no minerals, and all.
Yes,
That 1 piece of
exactly.
lettuce ain't gonna help, baby.
Exactly.
And does it burn?
And if you want to talk about phytonutrients, the 5 colors of vegetables, okay, got 2 colors. One is lettuce, one is tomato. Done.
Not enough lah, not enough, right? Does it even half? No, it's not even half a palm size.
Not even
Technically.
that. Not even that. You're taking a lot of coke. I mean, yeah, fries consider is
No lah,
the
fries is not.
vegetable.
Fries is not a
All right.
vegetable. Okay.
But fries is vegetable. Okay, but it's not. It's being fried. There's some more add-on fat. No, not balanced at all.
Okay. There's the salad. Woo wait, muchacho, it took 25 ringgit. You know how much money is 25 ringgit? It's not much lah if you're like Najib or something like that. But if you're a common folk like us, 25 ringgit is quite a hefty price to pay for a meal.
Let's say, for example, you
Can it
take
build?
25 ringgit, 3 meals a day, every day.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Some people only earn up to say like 40, 50 ringgit a day. So 25 ringgit for 1 meal is out of the question. It's insane, you know, it's out of the question. Does it build? Yeah, there is some chicken, but the chicken comes at extra cost. Does it block? It doesn't block any nasties from coming in. But then again, it doesn't have any nasty. So you know what? Let me just give this a tick, okay? Let me just give this a tick. Does it balance? Yes, there are a lot of vegetables. In fact, if you open it up, it's all vegetables, right? If your salad does not have vegetables, there is something wrong with your salad.
Yes.
You know first. Number 4, does it burn? Whilst vegetables are good for you, they do not contain the component of burning because they are not high protein.
Yeah.
Right? They can't raise your BMR. In fact, if you look at a lot of vegetarians who eat a lot of salads, they are actually very skinny. All right. Sometimes they may not even look like the healthy skinny. And ladies and gents, let's look at the last one, Le Body Cheese Shake. You know, I put that 2 minutes, but let me just try in real time how long it takes. All right. So Ron, you just count down for me. You just count. Everybody in the room count.
Okay.
Let's start in.
Now it's 9:27.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Just gonna put my body key, strawberry flavor.
3,
gonna tear it open.
5.
Pour it
6,
in.
7.
Okay.
8,
My soy
9,
protein. A bit
10,
slower, please.
11. I'm following the seconds. 12. Okay.
Slower. I can't find the scoop.
14.
A bit slower.
Okay. I think my voice is
I found the scoop.
picking him out. Okay. 16, 17.
I found the
18,
scoop. Okay.
19.
More.
20. 21.
Okay.
22. You can put one more scoop. 23. 24.
Water. Okay, I'm
5,
sure everybody's house got water, right?
26. 27. 28.
Water. Done.
29.
Let me shake everything together.
30. 31. 32.
And I'm the best at shaking up and down like that.
34. 35,
Oh shit, still got powder. Not done yet. Okay, done.
37.
Done. Settle.
Okay, done. 40 seconds. Done. Within 40 seconds, done.
40 seconds for a meal. That seems rather insanely quick. How much is this meal, you may ask? It is less than 15 ringgit, all right? Less than 15 ringgit. And let's look at how good it is, all right? Does it build? Sure as hell it does. All right, this meal itself with the body key and the protein contains almost 30-ish grams of protein. Does it block? Yes and no, because there is nothing to block. It is all good stuff that is going into your body. Number 3, are you able to balance? Yes, because the body key includes some good fats, vitamins, minerals, nutrients. All right. And lastly, does it burn? Yes, it does, because the protein content inside helps to raise up your BMR. And there is also components like soy inside, which we have mentioned earlier, helps with a lot of things. All right. So guys, there we have our winner. And that was, if you remember the question mark we put at the beginning, this is the answer. All right. Budget friendly, healthy, low calories, as well as high nutrition content, as well as time friendly. All right. So these 5 important factors all inside just one good baby. All right. And ladies and gents, all these supplementation that we talked about just now is not possible without this one darling company called Nutrilite, which is the global #1 selling supplement brand. Yes, it sells everywhere, and that's why it's #1 selling supplement brand. And you know what, guys? They are the supplement provider for the Chinese athletic team. And if you guys know China, you guys know they don't play with their athletes. All right, their athletes are always #1 in the Olympics, because from the moment the seed comes out up into the moment it is put into the bottle for your consumption, the entire process is monitored and reviewed, so it is safe and it is perfect. Right, so from the growing, the harvesting, the research, manufacturing, packaging, and distributing, nothing is done externally. Everything is done in-house to ensure the best quality for you. All right, so you know, some people, they think they're eating healthy, but sometimes they realize there's a lot of chemicals in their food. Rest assured, this is all the good stuff that you are looking for. What else? Yes, let's look at F90 fitness, guys. If you guys want to know more about losing weight and building muscle, you want a bit more details, or some parts of our talk were not very clear because I have a tendency to muffle when I'm around a lot of people, right? It's just some public speaking thing. Do find us at fb.com/f90.my. We have free consultation services, exercise classes, this Lean in 21 Day challenge that is coming up, a health and fitness workshop like you're having tonight, and a support community. You look at all the Langzais and Langlois down there, they are there to support you every step of the way. They're just like the best push-up bra you ever wanted. Right. So we have more than 90% success rate, which according to actuarial science and common sense says that that is a pretty solid success rate. And we have over 1,200 successful cases of weight loss as well as muscle gain. Look at the photos by yourself, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. And yeah, there we have it. Your photo could be here next. You know, we never know. We never know. You could be the next success story. And in fact, if that was not enough incentive for you, if your own health was not incentive enough for you to join, we have around 400 ringgit worth of prizes if you participate and you are the top champs for the Lean in 21 Days challenge. How you are the top champ is not compared to others, but it is compared to yourself, all right? Because you always say the competition is who you see in front of the mirror, right? And here we try to exemplify that by having this sort of competition with yourself. And of course, the support group, health classes, everything that we've mentioned before, those are some of the benefits that you can get from Lean in 21. And the most important thing, of course, is your overall health and weight. What else we got? So many slides. Some more. How much does it? Oh my God, sorry for the formatting, but how much does it cost? Right? How much does it cost? Because we live in a very realistic world where money is a very realistic thing. If you try to do it yourself, right? I know DIY is a thing, but some things are better left to people who have done it before, right? It costs around 20-30 ringgit a meal, as we've seen just now. The guidance, everything, if you find online, if you outsource, it costs you thousands of ringgit easily. But if you do it here, it only costs you 15 ringgit a meal max, as well as all the other benefits you can get for free. Free. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? Am I dreaming? No, it's free, guys. You just need to get your meals ready. Everything else is given to you on a silver platter for free. Let me say that again because I'm in the spirit of giving. Free, guys. Free. Ron, you want to say it again? That's my favorite.
Free.
Free. That's right.
F-R-E-E, if I spell it to you. Okay. F-O-C, free of charge. Okay.
4-letter word that starts with F.
You want 3-letter words also can F-O-C.
F-O-C. All right. So what's next, guys? Join our WhatsApp group. Join our Facebook group. PM your friends. Yeah, salads are more expensive than McD. What kind of world we live in, right? Free guy, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, I love Ryan Reynolds. He's such a daddy. I should have said that out loud. All right. Anyway, yes, contact us to get your free consultation. And remember to join our group so you can always learn more. And with that, we have come to the end of the slideshow.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks very much for all your time. And so if you have further more questions, you can actually put it down in the chat or just ask the person who actually invited you into this room. Okay, we believe we will be able to answer your other questions too. And also talking about the 21 days challenge, we're going to have another round coming in next month. Yeah, so you can feel free to join in, right? 21 days, make a change.
All you need is 21 days, guys. If you challenge yourself or not, the 21 days also goes by one. So might as well do something that is beneficial for you, all right? Which is beneficial for you. And we'll see you soon, all right? We'll see you real soon.